Ag Day at Ag Industry Days is brought to you by the Mosaic Company, creating innovative advanced crop nutrition products and practices.
Every year, farmers from the Northern Plains make their way to the Alaris Center in Grand Forks, North Dakota for the CHS Ag Services annual meeting. Now this year, that includes our very own Michelle Rook. Michelle, how are things looking for this year's planting season there?
There's a lot of optimism for the 2023 planting and growing season here in the Northwestern Corn Belt among producers and industry leaders, because even if grain prices cool off some, they are looking at a strong outlook for production this year and lower input costs. Daryl Richardson with NDON gave an optimistic weather outlook for the spring planting season.
From my analysis, the way I do my long-range forecasting, I think 2023 looks much more favorable in the upper Midwest, Northern Plains than it has for the past few summers. I think there will be more moisture this year. Temperature-wise, perhaps not as warm as the past couple of years because the moisture means more clouds, but I still think we'll get close to average on that. And so if my analogs, the way I forecast past years similar to this year, I think it'll be a pretty good growing season. And
farmers are also optimistic because of the lower input costs and better availability.
Got great snow cover on the fields, and so we're in the fall a little bit dry, but I think that's going to be helpful for us for the upcoming growing season. We've gotten a lot of, personally I've got a lot of inputs locked in at pretty decent prices and have done a fair amount of marketing at what I consider to be a good place. So I'm feeling pretty confident going in that we're going to have a good year.
We also held a marketing roundtable, and the general advice for producers was try to sell as much new crop into a spring rally in case we do have a production bump here for 2023. Here at the CHS Ag Industry Day in Grand Forks, I'm Michelle Rook for Ag Day.